Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind, planetary exploration. Let's see, sys left, show you here, sys left, go to system map. You see that we're currently here and we're going to go down here and check this planet out. Just trying to see what's here. So we might do all the planets. So we do a set of planetary exploration in Sothis, and then another time we might try to hit all the ones we haven't hit before in Zeos. Is this landing?
Landing gear retracted.
Waiting for the mass lock, and as we do that, look to the lower right hand corner
Frameshift drive charging.
of your video and you'll see a subscribe
4,
button.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Please press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but you're informed when I produce more videos. And it eventually will help me out with YouTube. Not even close to the minimum number of subscribers that YouTube requires, but you can help me with that. Those that have not subscribed, those that have, I really appreciate your support. Didn't cost you anything, but I appreciate the support anyway. Yeah, there is always a potential on the lower sensor to the right. So always have to watch out for their intentions. And underneath the video in the description at the bottom of it, you'll see ways of donating. Please consider donating. That could help us now, because the costs are pretty high and our budget is totally destroyed. It's hard to make enough money nowadays, as most of you know. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my over 615 videos in my YouTube channel of GeoFilm_RDG. Is this right? You see we're up to 21% in our combat competent rank. We've maxed out trade, maxed out explorer. I haven't done any close combat. And we're up to 10.394. So we're about to have to create it, or the next missions cargo run, we'll have to create a video on that too. Now the rebuy on a cutter, as you can see, is 21 million. So if we died, it costs us much more than the 3 million it does for a Python. We did hear this morning that on Thursday, this is Monday, so on this Thursday, that Frontier will talk about Beta 2. I have to slow down because we don't want to overrun the planet we want to land on. It is close enough to a star that we should have enough light, and maybe even too much, but of course we would think the sunny side would be on this top side, because the sun being that, the star being that close. But my guess is we will visit all of these planets in Sothis that we can land on, create videos of each one of those, then go back and run some cargo runs, and then look at Ceos to finish up planet exploration there, and then do something different like probably asteroid mining. Especially until Beta 2 comes up.
Orbital flight engaged.
Try to find a smooth enough spot to land on. Should be coming out of Super Cruise at any time now. There it is. Got into a glide. Should take us to around 5 to 7 kilometers. We'll do a scan around. Looks like we're still dropping. Slow it down a little bit. Gravity could be heavy. Temperature is slightly elevated, but it is trying to come down a little bit. Is this alternate? Yeah, the gravity looks pretty heavy. We have to be very careful on our descent. Is this landing?
Landing gear deployed.
Because it drops pretty fast. Yeah, we're on some little hill, so there was a spot. Is this down? Is this down? See, we can refuel the SRVs from our materials, so we don't really have to worry about fuel. It didn't say low gravity warning, because there's probably not any low gravity. It's probably pretty high. Sys ship. Sys ship.
Ship dismissed.
We dismiss the ship and we can recall it at any time. Okay. Got a ring-a-dingy in my ear, and so I had to check it out.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's do a look around just to see what we got here. Because the upper levels get highest priority. The thick ones get next because that'll be an outcrop, and then the lowest ones will be last. Sis Dart. Okay. Yeah, if the bumps cause you nausea issues, maybe just glance every 10 seconds or so at the screen and maybe just listen. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get over the motion sickness. It took me about 2 weeks playing about 15 minutes at a time with a VR until I got used to it. And now it doesn't bother me at all, no matter how bad it is. It really doesn't bother me. Let me check out these rings in my ear. I'm on call, and just one of the team members is not feeling well, so they were just letting everyone know. So they don't need me for anything. When they do, I have to kind of drop everything and work on it. So I always have to be prepared to do that. And that's why the Planetary works real well, because I can set it down for a minute to check it out. Can't do that during an interdiction, so I have to pick the times sometimes to do the cargo runs. Sometimes these are right over the hill, so that's why I'll go around it just slightly. Yeah, you can tell how fast they come to the ground. Yeah, the gravity's real heavy. And we could tell just by when we were descending in the ship that we were having trouble. See what our next target is. Not a lot of targets. There might be an outcrop just to the right of this one that we're going toward. The outcrop seems to have more material in it than the others, so it gets a little higher priority. But anytime we see an upper level, a signal at the top of that bar, that gets first priority. But if you would, please press that subscribe button. It's in the lower right of your video, if you haven't already pressed it. We have quite a few that have already pressed it, so I appreciate all of those. We just need so many more just to get to YouTube's minimum to even get close to getting any kind of support. Yeah, most of these planets, there's more than enough raw materials that we can pick up. Like we would just like to see some upper level signals. See, nickel, we're at 167 out of 300. That's a grade 1. Phosphorus, we're at 112 out of 300. Sulfur, we're 196 out of 300. Carbon, 136 out of 300. Nickel, 170 out of 300. And there's another one, iron, 203 out of 300. 300s are grade 1. Lowest grade. 250s are grade 2. 200s are grade 3. And 150s are grade 4. There is no grade 5 for raw materials. Okay, I don't see anything. So we almost have to pick a direction. See if it'll populate as we get closer to something. Go a little ways and make a circle around to see. Do a look around again. There's some. It's kind of in the direction that we came from. But it wasn't populating, so we wouldn't know until it populates. Sometimes you kind of have to go in circles until you find. See, here's two of them. You find some. That target cannot stay on that targeting. Has trouble staying on it. giving that radar time to also regroup. I check status. We go until the sensor picks up again. Like I said, we'll go for a little bit, do a circle around, and go for a little bit, do a circle around. See if something pops up. There we got something come up. Well, since something came up, we'll probably need to do another circle around. Looks about it. But we need so much material. And we haven't maxed out any yet. If we do start maxing out material, then we'll probably wait to do any more Planetary till we go out to Dav's Hope, because there's a material trader for raw materials out there. That's nearby Dav's Hope. We have gone to the material trader for encoded in Sothis and for manufactured in COs, and made sure those are kind of level. It's going to spread out. I do appreciate you coming along. Be sure to press that subscribe button. Helps me with YouTube eventually. Doesn't cost you anything. And you get notified when I produce more videos. And it's getting kind of rough, and I want to call down the ship pretty soon, so let's go back this way. Tell on that bottom radar what it looks like ahead of us, and that looks a little smoother than behind us. And yeah, we'll probably need to call down the ship. It's going to get rough again. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
And we're kind of in a spot where it could be easier for the ship, but knowing the ship, it'll park somewhere where it's rough.
Cargo scoop retracted.
We have to make sure where it's going, or sometimes it'll try to land on us. $560 kilometers. Is this down? Check out our YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, underneath the video to the left, where you'll find 615 plus more videos. Well, again, I appreciate you coming along, and until the next video, where I'm sure we'll go to another planet, and we'll just do a set of these, since we haven't been to all of them, in Sothis. And then we might do a set in Ceos and then go back to cargo missions. So until then, thank you for watching.